Mistakes, you know the story, especially as it relates to Peyton Manning. Hasn't been able to get over the hump in the playoffs. That guy right there is good as any in his generation. One of the best ever, 12-1 when it matters most. After a big fourth down run, got the Patriots close. Lawrence Maroney and Tom Brady can't get the handoff exchange. It's a big old pig pile, and when it's over, Logan Mankins is on it. Recognize the whack. The fellow from Fresno State pounces on it. You see that the ball is sort of spinning. Nobody can get their hands on it. Looks like the Colts have got it, but it squirts free, and Mankins is right there. Some lineman's going to score, and Manning's like, you've got to be kidding me. Is this going to keep happening? It would get worse. Hey, that Colts defense did a pretty good job. Kept the Patriots to under 100 rushing, but Corey Dillon finds the end zone. It is 14-3 New England. It's about to get even worse. Peyton Manning gets picked by Asante Samuel, 39 yards to the paint. He ties Willie Brown for the most touchdown returns in playoff history, and Colt fans have got to be thinking we have seen this movie before. It's time for that guy to do something good. Well, he led him on a field goal drive before the end of the half. Then in the third quarter, here they come. Manning plows his way in, touchdown. Colts are within 8 after the Patriots go 3 and out. Manning on the move, looking for Reggie Wayne in the end zone. Interference called on Ellis Hobbs. He didn't have his head turned to see the ball, but did sort of look like he went straight up in the air. Regardless, the flag is thrown. All right, we've got another big ugly about to score. It's Dan Klecko, defensive tackle, lined up as a fullback. Hey, if the Patriots can use Mike Vrabel, the linebacker, we can use the big 61 touchdown. And the Colts are on the verge of erasing that 18-point deficit. They have been methodical in coming back, but they've got to get the two-pointer, which they go for to tie, and they get it. It's Manning and Marvin Harrison. We are tied at 21. It was a great pass. It was a great catch. So the Colts have pushed that rock all the way up the hill. They're catching the breath. We're back tied. And then Ellis Hobbs. How you living, Hobbs? The kid from Iowa State, about to take all the wind out of the Colts sails, all the momentum. He had 220 return yards, about 80 of them on that one, and Patriots are right back in the red zone. And then Tom Brady, 3rd and goal, looking, patient, buys time. Is he throwing it away? No, Jabbar Gaffney climbs the ladder. Levitation, Holmes. The referees confer and say Kelvin Hayden shoved him out of bounds. He would have come down inbounds if not for that. The Colts challenged. The ruling on the field stood as 28-21. Time to respond. Manning finds Dallas Clark. Those two had a monstrous day. 137 yards receiving for the tight end out of Iowa. Dominique Rhodes, handoff, fumble, and you got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding. Another lineman's about to score. Yes, Jeff, Saturday's on the football. Saturday comes up huge on Sunday. And you see that Rhodes has the ball hit a helmet, and it's Saturday who falls on it, not Teddy Bruschi. Touchdown. We are tied at 28. And Logan Mankins looks on and says, yeah, big deal. I've got it. Later in the fourth, still tied at 28. Rashae Caldwell's got nobody on him. Tom, I got a whole lot of green and no white, no blue jersey. Throw me the ball. Brady sees him. One problem. Oh, he drops it. Patriots settle for a Steven Gostkowski field goal. They're up 31-28. 8 minutes left. Colts possession. Manning looking for Clark. I told you they had the huge day here. The feet always on the move, buy him just enough space to find 44 in space, and he's moving the ball down the field. And it's 4 plays later. It's Adam Vinatieri, 28 for 28 field goals at the RCA Dome. There's Tiger Woods with the lead in a major championship on a Sunday. There is Adam Vinatieri kicking field goals in the playoffs. He just doesn't miss when it matters most. We're tied at 31. Just over 5 minutes left. Patriots possession. The stakes are as high as they get, and the level of play rises to meet the importance of the moment. Daniel Graham makes his one and only catch. All right, Steven Gostkowski, this kid's a rookie out of Memphis. A year ago, he was watching the playoffs. Now he's playing in them, and he is ready for what matters, and he makes the kick. He rises to meet the moment. After the Colts go 3 and out, oh, Brady gets the ball back on a 3rd down. Could they have run the clock out if they got the first down? Bob Sanders nearly gets the pick. So you've waited for this moment your entire life, Peyton Manning. You want to be known as a great quarterback, you have got to take the Colts on a drive, and he does just that. Reggie Wayne, first down. Then buying time, he backs up off his back foot and finds Brian Fletcher. Huge 32-yard gain. Ball in the New England 37. Reggie Wayne had 5 big grabs, and here you love the effort after the catch, but the ball ends up in the air, and Colts fans are like, no! Please! This has got to be the moment that all of Indianapolis heart collectively skipped a beat, but Wayne, it comes right back down in his hands. And, oh, by the way, there's a flag on the play. A pretty ticky-tack personal foul call. Yes, the hand did get up in the head of Manning, but you add 15 yards to that. Bill Belichick, under 2 minutes, knows that it might be his team that is going to go home. And it's the rookie Joseph Adai right up a monstrous hole up the middle, and the Colts are now on top. Are they headed to the Super Bowl? Well, Tom Brady, he knows he's got a minute left. I can do this. I've done this. I'll do it again. Meanwhile, Peyton Manning is like, somebody tell me what happens. I mean, seriously, he knows just how good Brady is. Everyone does. And with the Patriots in Colts territory, Marlon Jackson does what Sanders couldn't. A Michigan man helps in Indianapolis to Miami. They are headed to the Super Bowl. The comeback is complete. The lead is theirs, and it is now secure. Tom Brady knows that he will have to watch this year. The confetti falls down on Marlon Jackson. Heartfelt hug from the two coaches. Maybe a little more emotion there. It's Manning and his dad, Archie. Son, what are they going to say about you now? You're there, so too is Tony Dungy, and it is the biggest comeback ever in the history of either the AFC or NFC championship game. Brady, only his second loss in the playoffs. Peyton Manning can scratch off one giant monkey off the to-do list. He is headed to the Super Bowl, and so too is Tony Dungy.
At halftime, I just felt an energy in our locker room. Even though we had to settle for the field goal there at the end of the half, we talked about just being 2 scores down. And we said, if we can get a good kickoff return and score, then we're 1 score down. With everything that happened, we're within 1 score of them. And if we do that, then we can make it a 60-minute game.
I just got to say what a class organization the New England Patriots have. What they've done in the NFL these past number of years has been nothing short of incredible, and the way some of their players came up to me after the game and sent their best wishes, I really appreciate it. It says a lot about the players they have. I'm just happy to be a part of the Colts organization. Top to bottom, Jim Irsay, Bill Polian, Coach Dungy, and all our players, and excited to be going to Miami to play the Bears in a couple weeks.
I was really happy for Peyton. He was very, very calm. He had to bring us from behind 3 or 4 times. Great drive at the end, and it's just fitting. Our team went the hard way the whole year, but they hung tough, and I'm so proud of them. I'm excited for our whole city, our organization, taking our team to the Super Bowl. Couldn't ask for a better way to end this part of our year.
They made more plays than we did, deserved to win, and it was about as competitive a game as you could get. They just made a couple more plays than we did. There were a lot of plays in this game that were, based on a look or based on what we thought was best on that particular time, that situation. So, we did what we thought was best. Some of them worked out, some of them didn't.
It's frustrating when it ends like this for all of us, because I think the expectations are always a little bit higher. But I'm proud of the competitiveness that we showed. And, there's just resiliency. You just got to come back next year and try to do it better. So, we learned a lot this year. It's always sour when it ends, just because you're competitive and you want it to end at the Super Bowl. But it's tough to get there. You got to play great football.